First, in HD, this is 13 Eyewitness News this morning.
Well, with parents at work and the kids getting ready to go back to school, dogs left home alone can often become stressed, and that can lead to some problems. Joining us to help your dog make that summer to fall transition is Connie Archer from Barkbusters. She's here with a very handsome Carter.
Yes, this is Carter, and he's about a 2-year-old rescue from English Springer Spaniel Rescue. And we're here today to kind of try to help families get their dog to adjust to the new schedule.
Right, because you got kids and moms and dads around the family pet all summer long.
Yes.
They're doing all sorts of things, and suddenly, poof, everybody disappears.
Yes, and the dog's home alone a lot of time. And sometimes that causes stress in the dog because they like for things to stay the same all the time.
Sure.
And so sometimes those stresses can lead to behavioral issues.
I mean, what kind of problems do you see when big changes their schedule?
We get a lot of calls at the beginning of the school year from people saying, my dog's all of a sudden chewing up everything in my house, or maybe having toileting issues. And a lot of times it's just because the dog is bored during the day.
Lonely.
Yes, lonely, bored, looking for something to do.
What do you suggest?
And we suggest, of course, if you have, I think there's a few days left before school starts, so if you can try to get your dog used to being alone more, put them in the same place you're going to leave them when school does start so that they get used to that, and then try to provide them with things to entertain themselves.
And you got some examples here.
I do.
Show me what you have here that might be good ideas for the pet.
Our favorite things to use to keep dogs entertained are the interactive type toys, and that would be like the Kong toys that you can put treats in for your dog.
Peanut butter.
Yes,
you can
use regular dog food, you can use treats, you can use peanut butter. They even make stuff you can squirt in here, like looks like Cheese Whiz that they make for the dogs. They make them all the way down to the very small size for the tiny dogs. And then, you know, once your dog knows that there's goodies in there, generally Carter says, oh boy, yeah, oh boy, Carter. And you can even show them how to work it by dumping some treats out. We also have Buster Cubes. You can put dog food in here, shake it up.
Okay.
It goes down in the bottom. The dog has to roll it around and the food drops out. That's another thing.
Occupies their time.
Yes.
And you know, my dog loves anything that makes a noise, anything that squeezes.
Squeaky toys are great. If you have a Destructo dog that's hard on toys, they make toys that are out of this harder canvas so that they can't, you know, tear all the stuffing out, the harder type toys. But vary their toys, give them 2 or 3 a day, and then alternate them. So give them some different toys the next day.
They don't just sleep all day? Because I always think my dog, when I come home, she just looks at me like, I've been sleeping all day.
They sleep a lot. They do. But they do wake up from time to time, and then that's when they kind of start looking around for something to do. And then when you get home in the evenings from school or work, it's a great idea to schedule some time with your dog. Take them for an extra long walk in the evening, have the kids play with them out in the backyard. Carter's running off with his Kong toy.
He knows what's important.
He knows the important thing,
and
yes.
Doggy daycare is getting more popular. Some people are using that, but that's not an alternative for everybody, and not every family is.
No,
really,
and not every dog is perfect candidate for doggy daycare, but that is an option, and we do have a lot of owners who pick 1 or 2 days a week and send their dogs to doggy daycare for that. Also, there are pet walkers that you can hire to come in the middle of the day and take your dog for a walk while you're gone away from home, and that will help also.
Great. All great ideas. Thank you so much for joining us,
Oh, you're
Connie
welcome.
And
we
Carter.
appreciate it.
You can find more information on the back-to-school tips for your dog. You can call Barkbusters at the phone number you see there on your screen, or you can get a link to the Barkbusters website at abc13.com. It's a lot of good information.